Welcome back to another episode of Rob Sports Center, man. If you clicked on this video to find out what makes Patrick Mahomes so great, then you're on the right channel. We're on the right channel. If you clicked on this channel for high quality sports coverage, then you're on the right channel. But more specifically for this video, if you clicked on this video to find out what makes Patrick Mahomes so great, you're on the right video. So check this out. So I was just thinking, right? So this is a two-part video. I did one earlier, so if you haven't, go check that out. If you're seeing this one right here first about what makes Andy Reid so great, and I pretty much was just talking about he allows his players to be themselves. He allows his players to keep having that creative mentality that you have from playing sandbox football or just watching stuff on TV and trying to go out there and emulate it. You know, whether it's in a movie or whether it's in an actual game. You know, just having that creative tick, because it's like, so the thing about Mahomes, right? So that's what I was saying about Andy Reid. So I think that it's a nice 1-2 punch combo. Like I always tell people, if you know me, I've told you guys several times that when we talk about Mahomes, right, I was like, so we have the biggest thing coming in with Caleb Williams, and everybody was saying that, okay, if Caleb Williams doesn't play up to par, do we write him off after 1 year? And at first I was one of those type of people, but then I was like, hold up. I was like, nah, man, you got to give the guy time to develop. 1 year is not enough to write a person off. Now, 4 years, 5 years, yeah, that's different. But I'm saying that to say this. I always ask people, look at Mahomes now. None of us projected Mahomes to be who Mahomes is. But if you would have took Mahomes and put Mahomes on that Chicago Bears team, would he still be the Mahomes that we know now? You know, because coaching and development terms from Andy Reid, I'm pretty sure played a big part. And plus, he sat down a year behind a pretty good quarterback, Alex Smith. So we're going to get off of that. Now we're going to get on to what makes him so great. The thing that I noticed about Mahomes, man, is that, so I was saying the traditional way of coaching, whereas we do the way it was introduced, that's what we stick to. Even if we think that this can be successful for us and it can push us up higher, we're going to stick to because it's the norm. You know, because if you go outside that box and it don't work, now everybody's criticizing you. But the thing I've noticed about Mahomes and Andy Reid, especially with Patrick Mahomes, is that a lot of times Patrick Mahomes doesn't care about failing. He don't care about looking stupid. You know, when we see these no-look passes and stuff, we see the completions. It's been incompletions as well. You think the first time that one of his coaches seen him do that in practice, that they probably was like even at Texas Tech, he probably was trying to do that type of stuff at Texas Tech. But guess what? He had a coach that said, no, we got to stick to the books. That ain't how you pass the ball regular. But it's like, coach, man, I'm trying to look the safety off and, to get us just stick to the plan. Just leave it at how it is. So when he came to Kansas City, now we see the byproduct of that, but we don't know what Andy Reid said when he first seen that in practice, and if he's seen that on highlight tape. You see what I'm saying? So you take a risk of looking foolish stepping outside that box. But the thing is, with Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs, they push that boundary of, okay, we can really, it's more than one way to skin a cat. Okay, this way might have worked for John Madden. This way might have worked for Bill Belichick. This way might have worked for Sean Payton, right? But this is what's working for us. This is what we do so great. And this is what's helping us. So we don't have to stick to the plan. Now we can look and pull from here, and then push it in and work it into what we're doing. But we don't have to take that exact blueprint and do it and say, okay, this is how you technically supposed to do things. You know what I mean? So it's always pushing that creative. It's like Mahomes, I look at it as like and it's not just Mahomes. Like when I talk about the greats of all sports, whether it's basketball, Michael Jordan, if you want to say LeBron or Kobe, whether it's football, obviously, Tom Brady, guys like that. And now we put Mahomes in that category. Whether it's boxing, it's Floyd Mayweather. Whether it's MMA, it's Conor McGregor. And Conor McGregor was saying that that's one of the things that made him so great was that his movements, it was like no other, because he did things that traditionally coaches would say, oh, don't do that, man. You're going to put yourself in it. You know what I mean? And they put those limitations on you. But Mahomes doesn't allow us to put those, when I say us, I'm saying football fans or even analysts in my case, put those limits on you, and the restraints, and say, okay, you got to stick to the book. Brady done it like this how you got to do it. Montana done it like this how you got to do it. Marino done it like this how you got to do it. Troy Aikman done it like this, you got to do it. Steve Young done it like this how you got to do it. So we put those limits and those weights on them. And all those guys, what makes them great makes them great. Now, I might dive into that in the future too, because I think this might be a series that I like to do. And it's like the first of it. So obviously, I'm still kind of blue around a lot of areas, you know what I mean? I'm trying to put so much stuff in together, but I'm just trying to kind of give you guys a image that's in my head when I watch things because I look at things. So what made me think about this, I'm gonna be honest. The Mahomes behind the back pass, right? So today is the day I'm filming this video, Sunday. That happened yesterday, Saturday. And I wanted to make this video last night, but I was like, I'm gonna have to just wait. But just looking at that, like, even if it's preseason, dude, just imagine that if that pass doesn't work out, what people are saying, he's doing too much, man. But when it works, everybody's like, man, this is the greatest thing. But you have to be willing to take a risk to fail doing that. Because if you do it, like, that's just like Travis Kelce with the pitching that you see him do a lot of times. That, a lot of times to me, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? But when it work, it work. Ed Reed, the same way, he's done it. You know, so you have to step outside that box and do what hasn't been done or do what others are afraid to do. Because at the end of the day, if you lose, you're going to lose, right? So people are going to talk about you whether if you lose, people are going to talk about you whether you played the game traditionally, or people are going to talk about you whether you dibbled and dabbled and did your own thing and you came up short. But either way it go, they're still gonna talk about you losing. It really doesn't matter, you know. But that's the thing about it. And it's like even in that was it the Ravens game? I think when he sealed the game with the down the field pass to Van Der Scallon. I think that was the Ravens game. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I think it was that game. But it's like me, I'm looking like most people looking like, he just gonna hand the ball off, or he just gonna throw a little check down route and try to get a first down. And this dude steps back, lob the ball 30-some yards down the field, Van Der Scallon catch it, game really over with. And I'm just like, dude, to have the guts to do that, it takes a different type of person, because you got to realize the backlash that you're going to get from that if it doesn't work. So you're willing to push that because you believe strongly in yourself. So it's like when I look at Mahomes, it's like the fear. He doesn't have that fear of failure, and he has that ultimate confidence in himself to where he's willing to bet on himself. But then, I've noticed that even if things come up short, he don't hold his head on it. It's like, okay, cool. That it might have came up short, but now I learned a way to do it better. So it's just that type of mentality is what makes champions. And then it's like I said, it's always having that vision or having that mindset to constantly get better year after year. This guy has been to 4 Super Bowls already, the won 3. So now we're talking about being the first team in NFL history to 3-peat. So to think about, okay, I just won last year and the year before that. And to say that I'm coming out here the next year and I'm trying to play just as hard, if not harder, to get us back there, and having a couple pieces moving, having a couple pieces leaving. You know what I mean? So it's just like I say, it's just mentally, a lot of it is stems from up here. And it's just that, never having that mindset of being never satisfied, always wanting more, always wanting to exceed and transcend and get to that next level. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to watch Mahomes' growth in the future. I caught the backstretch. I'm only 28, so I kind of caught the backstretch of Brady's career. I wasn't able to see like the early years because I wasn't watching sports then. So I'm able to see watch Mahomes from year 2 as a starter all the way up until now, and it's been beautiful. But like I said, I'm gonna do videos on this in the future, like with guys like Justin Jefferson, like all the guys and top guys in NFL, whether it's NFL boxing or whatever, and I'm gonna kind of just give my take on it. So this is the first of a mini series of those things to come. So if you like the idea of that, smash this thumbs up and also subscribe. But if you like this video more specifically, man, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, man, and you're interested in everything I just said, make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, click that post notification bell. That way you'll be notified and you don't miss an upload. Because just like I say in every single outro, besides the last one, just like the GOAT Drizzy Drake said, man, I got these videos coming back to back, man. Stay tuned. You ain't gonna want to miss this, the best sports media coverage on YouTube. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out this thing. Peace.